Let's cross over to Asanda and the learners for a second question.
Okay, Pam, so the amount of energy being used is more than the amount being produced. That's pretty hectic, eh?
Yes, we have to be very careful.
We do. All right, but you've got another question on this subject, don't you?
Yes.
But before we get to your question, Pam, tell me, how long have you been in the top 10? That's pretty impressive.
Well, we do top 10 starting from grade 4, so I've been top 10 for the past 4 years.
That's pretty cool, hey? So you're a hard-working lady. Good stuff. That makes me very proud. So why don't you go ahead and ask your question, Pam?
Can we make a mind map of all the forms of energy to help me study?
Well, I'm sure you can, but let's find out.
Yes, we definitely can. All forms of energy are either potential or kinetic. Potential energy is stored energy. Examples of this stored or potential energy are chemical, gravitational, solar, and wave energy. Kinetic energy is moving energy. Examples of kinetic energy are wind, hydroelectric, electrical, and heat energy. That was easy, wasn't it? In this activity, you are going to work with your mind map in your workbook. The learner will now pause the DVD and attempt the activity. Mind maps make learning so much fun, and they'll help you to remember all the details. Let's cross over to Asanda and the learners for our final question.
All right, it's official. We can use mind maps to study anything. Are you happy with that? Cool. Jason, you've got a question for us as well, hey? But now before we get to your question, tell me a bit about your hobbies.
Well, I like playing on the computer.
Playing on the computer, what's your favorite game?
Sims.
All right, okay. And I also want to know what your favorite subject is, Jason.
Math.
Maths. All right, cool. So you have a question for us. Good stuff.
So the sun really is a source of all energy for us on Earth?
Well, let's find out, Jason.
The sun gives us light and heat energy. Let's see if we can link all the forms of energy we have learnt about to the sun. Plants make their food using the sun's energy, and we get our energy from eating plants or animals that eat plants. The fossil fuels we depend on were formed by plants and animals that lived millions of years ago. The sun heats up the air on Earth. Wind is caused by moving hot and cold air. When wind blows over the sea, waves are made. Solar cells and panels use the sun's energy to do work. Without the sun, we could not get the rain to fill rivers and dams. So now we can see that the sun is the source of all energy for life here on Earth. In this activity, you are going to relate the sun's energy to all activities of your daily life. The learner will now pause the DVD and attempt the activity. I hope you now appreciate that all life on Earth depends on energy from the sun. In this lesson, you've learned that the energy crisis is facing the world. It is because the demand for energy is far greater than the supply. We need to change our attitude to alternate source of energy, in place of non-renewable sources of energy on which we depend on too much. All the forms of energy we have learnt about come from the sun. And energy will always be available as long as the sun shines. That's all we have time for in today's lesson. From me, your host Aubrey, until next time, have a good one.
Okay, well, it's official. You're right. The sun is a source of energy for all of us on Earth. What have you learned from this lesson, Jason?
Well, I know a lot more about energy now than I did before. It's a
Yeah.
very interesting topic.
Me too. I also think it's a great topic. But now, unfortunately, we have to head out. It's our last day at Martin Primary, but I've had fun. I hope you guys did too. And remember, save that energy. Ciao for now.